What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and today we are playing Divine Knight. So we are creating lots of angels with our Knight tokens with March of the Multitudes. We did squeeze in one Outlaw's Merriment in here, one Dawn of Hope, and there's just some really fun stuff we can do with this. So the idea of this deck is, first off, just create tons of tokens. With Word of the Night, whenever you cast a Knight creature spell, you create a 1/1 human creature token. So we have tons of Knights in here: Venerable Knight, Sky Knight Vanguard, Knight of Autumn, which helps us go into green, which is really fun. We even have Conclave Cavalier, Acclaimed Contender, which can go digging for the Knights, and as well as our Circle of Loyalty, which gives all creatures we control +1/+1. So all of our human creatures that we're creating here with tokens, or soldier tokens we're creating with Sky Knight Vanguard, or the soldier tokens with March of the Multitudes, everything will get a little bit bigger if we have a Circle of Loyalty out. So that's great. That's also why we have Tristani the Discord in here, because it creates 2 tokens and it gives all other creatures +1/+1. So if we never find a Divine Visitation, which, by the way, when I was deck testing this, I played like 6 games and found it one time. One time did it ever show up in my hand. So I'm hoping that it will just draw better now. But that can happen. But this deck was destroying people even without it. So if we do get a Divine Visitation, though, it's just so much fun. Every token that you create becomes a 4/4 angel creature token. Just so you guys know, for the video, I have 3 copies here because I'm trying to find it as often as possible because it's the fun thing to do. But I would maybe drop down 1 copy of this for maybe like another Dawn of Hope, or even just, I don't even know, something else in here. I do like the Outlaw's Merriment. Actually, it's probably for 1 more Conclave Tribunal. I tend to go a little bit light on removal and more towards fun for my videos and for my decks, because I just enjoy playing a little bit riskier and more payoff is kind of my plan. But that doesn't mean that's a smart way to play. All right, so, and that's kind of the name of this deck. That's what we're trying to do, is just create a ton of tokens with our Worthy Knights, with everything. March of the Multitudes can come down and be massive. If we have a Circle of Loyalty, it's even more massive. Tristani comes down, it just, everything gets really big. All of a sudden we have a bunch of 3/3 lifelinkers swinging in. Dawn of Hope, also just a way to finish out the game with Outlaw's Merriment. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck. All right, up against Database, bringing on Database. All right, so I'm hoping that we don't run into any Golgari decks. I will probably not Golgari. What is it called? Golos deck. Sorry. If we run into a Golos deck, this is an amazing hand, by the way. Except that we're not on the play. That would be even better. Field of the Dead just got banned, but it's not going into effect on MTG Arena until the 24th, and today's the 21st. And so if we do run into it, it's a bummer. Let's go ahead and get down Sacred Foundry, pass the turn. So we can play everything in our hand, which is awesome. Let's see what we're up against, though. Is this Flash? Ramp we can deal with. We have an amazing hand. I'm hoping that they don't ramp into stealing all of our stuff, though. That would be really bad. Okay, Paradise Druid. More and more ramp. I may actually go Acclaimed Contender into Worthy Knight and Sky Knight Vanguard on the next turn, just so I can maximize the value for my mana. And try going to build a big board now. Okay, Knight of Autumn. No attacks, pass the turn. I would have loved to have found a Circle of Loyalty there. That way we could play the Worthy Knight, Sky Knight Vanguard, the next turn, Circle of Loyalty is for 2, and maybe Knight of Autumn then, like whatever else we drew. But this is still good. We're in good shape. We'll just see how much they're ramping up. So they can adapt the Incubation Druid. I'm really intrigued as to what they're actually playing here. Neoform. Okay, for Risen Reef. What's for 3 that they would want to go for? Risen Reef. Okay. All right, elementals we can deal with. We're hoping they don't find red, because if they have red, they have a lot more removal, which is annoying. But I think that just how much board presence we have right now, we can race against this deck. Evolving Wilds, okay. So I just barely got back from California. I was in San Diego. I guess I was like a half mile from the Mexico border as well. right, do we go for Outlaw's Merriment this early as well? That's another thing we could do. No, let's build the board, make it wide, make it awesome. Castle Embereth, Sky Knight Vanguard, create 2 more tokens. We did all the crazy things that we would hope for with this deck. Swing in, swing. Just swing in with the Acclaim Contender, that's fine. We have Castle Embereth on the next turn as well. So we can get in for a lot of damage. We can trade off pretty favorably, and we should be in good shape. We do have to pay for that to make it happen, so let's hope I remember that. But yeah, how are you guys doing? What you guys been up to these days? What fun things have you been playing? All right, so this is a duplicate with Risen Reef. Neoforms go digging for him, then they probably have a bunch of like mirror spells, which I'm hoping they actually don't think to block too much with this Castle Embereth. If they do, I mean, if we get to kill enough of their stuff, they're still in a really tough place. Ooh, that's just Tristani Discord, and that gives everything a pump anyway, right? So that's butter. So pay 2, Tristani, everything gets higher toughness, everything swing in, create another guy with another 2/2, and yeah, this is really difficult to deal with. We don't kill them this turn. We shouldn't if they block right. But yes, 10, 12, plus 8. So yeah, we are doing 20 damage at their face right now. Oh, 22. Missed this. So they have to block. I mean, they have to block at least 2 creatures, a Claim Contender and something else. And yeah, the opponent's saying good game. And this is what I love about this deck is if people do end up having kind of a slow start, you know, the Golos decks we're board wiping on turn 5. Oftentimes we can do enough damage on turn 5, like right before they go to board wipe, that we are either killing them or we're getting them low enough that we can finish the game off later on. And so this deck has been doing very well for me so far. All right, up against Lucy Emisizzle. I should really stop trying to pronounce names. It's just kind of a fun thing to do at the beginning. All right, keeping this on the play. This is really good. We like to find the Acclaim Contender mana, but just double Venerable Knight is pretty powerful as well. Being able to grow the other one when one of them dies, pretty swell. And if we do find Worthy Knight along the way, phenomenal. And we also have the 2 things we really want here. Circle of Loyalty also should get pretty cheap along the way. All right, Stomping Ground tapped. Venerable Knight past the turn. All right, Arboreal Grazer. So this is the question. Are people still playing Golos or are they not? Doesn't look like it so far. They wouldn't be playing Ramp if they were. Pay 2 life. Let's go ahead and swing in. Okay, let's the other one through. Down to 18. Acclaim Contender. With this much ramp, they still haven't found that much stuff, really. Let's see. Do we go for Acclaim Contender or do we go for Worthy Knight here? We don't have another white source, which our entire mana base is like, we only have a few Stomping Grounds and a couple of basics. Otherwise, everything has white mana in it. So this is a tough choice. Worthy Knight helps us go wide. Acclaim Contender just gives us more card advantage, but then we might put lands to the bottom. I think I am going to go with Acclaim Contender because if we do find a white source, I probably just will play Circle of Loyalty and swing in. And this is just a good way to rebuild the board if something bad does happen. We don't know if they're in, like this could be a Teamer Midrange, which has been really popular right now. Oh, and by the way, I'm Mythic right now. I think this is the first time I've actually played in a video with me being Mythic, so... Ooh, yeah. I did get up to like 700, number 700, and then I tested out some different decks that I probably should not have tested out. All right, so we get to kill Teferi, which is nice. It's so nice. Debating if I want this Sky Knight Vanguard. They're kind of stuck on mana, and so getting a bigger board state may be valuable, and it also may not may keep lands on top because we didn't see any lands when we went through a Clean Contender the last time. So that means there's a higher probability of there being lands on top now. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out the Sky Knight Vanguard. All right, they have another Teferi. Bounces the Sky Knight Vanguard. All right, so Oko's going to be in here somewhere. Outlaw's Merriment is also not bad. I think we go Circle of Loyalty, though. All right, this means when we attack in, if they block with both, we kill at least the Arboreal Grazer as well. All right, now they just have a ton of ramp. Let's see if they find an Oko just to turn our Circle of Loyalty. The fact that they didn't get rid of... what's it called? Oko with the banning is a little bit frustrating. I understand why they did it. It's all for business reasons, but it's just dumb. All right, Venerable Knight gets Bugger. Oh, he forgot to sack with Wicked Wolf. Let's see if he gets a Shame Scoop. There we go. We got the Shame Scoop. Booyah. All right, up against Necron MK. I always love how I'm like trying to like dodge around the name over here. Some people say don't do it, but it's just fun. Okay, guys? I'm here to have fun, to play Magic. Well, the curve is amazing. The lands, I don't know how I have such bad luck with... Okay, there we go. Now we find all the way mana. Terrible everything else. Circle of Loyalty is nice. So we are going to keep it. We're on the draw. Drop a Divine Visitation. Doubles of those is not good at all. So now we have one. We hope to never find another one. Unless it gets discarded. Or thought erasured. Alright, and let's... I'm not going to show the green mana just yet. Play a Venerable Knight past the turn. I love how I just won 2 games and I stayed at 92%. I really have no clue how this system works with it. Let's go ahead and offer the trade. If we can keep them off of ramp, that's fine by me. We lose the value of getting a counter, but it's trading a 1 mana creature with a 2 mana creature. We get in damage, which is nice. Oh man, excuse me. This Knight of Autumn will be pretty good. I'm debating if I need to hold it back for anything. In Sultai... Let's put it up on counters. It creates a food token.
It's not poisoned. Trust me.
Swing at Oko.
You are fouler than a fiend.
Make this a 4/3. I could have also just destroyed the food token, but it doesn't really work very well. And Oko is so annoying. Oko is very, very annoying. And a turn 4 Nissa. Also annoying. This is one of those, I just don't know how you even beat this. Like once they have this built up, this is the reason why I want Oko banned. And it's really frustrating to me that they had an opportunity to ban it today and they decided not to. There is definitely frustratedness within me. Sky Knight Vanguard, they can just trade off with Oko. I kind of want to wait until we have the Circle of Loyalty before we swing in here at Oko or Nissa. If we go everything at Oko, they trade off with Knight of Autumn. They let this through. They go down to 3. They just create a guy on the next turn, and then we're in a lot of trouble. So let's just pass the turn. I really just don't know how you beat that. Like there's so few things that do well against Oko and Nissa. Like you just have to build a deck specifically to beat that kind of a deck, and that limits so many other things that are fun in the game that are good. Like this deck is really good. It just isn't as broken as Oko is, where it can shut down literally anything you try to do. Yeah, it creates an elk token.
Oh dear.
I'm actually hoping they swing in a little bit aggressive here. Circle of Loyalty can... Oh, man. I forget these guys are vigilant, which doesn't help much. I can create one blocker. I think we have to concede. I'm just gonna say no blocks. We get down Circle of Loyalty this way. Everything gets bigger. It means that we at least trade off with the temples. Circle of Loyalty also means that the 1/1 here is bigger. The March of the Multitudes gets bigger. So we could try to survive along the way here. We really need to land there. So Circle of Loyalty comes down. Let's see if it gets countered. Do they have negates here? But it doesn't give vigilance, and we have to block with everything to not be dead. If they steal with the Gilded Goose... Dude, there's just nothing that you can do against this deck. It's ridiculous. I think that there were some ways that we could have stayed in the game for longer there, but not actually win. All right, up against the same opponent. Yay! Actually, I'm not sure if it's the same on the last one or the one before, but all right, let's go. So Worthy Knight. Is that good enough? We don't have any other knight here. We are on the draw. Man, I would love to win a coin flip one of these times. I'm going to keep this on the strength of Worthy Knight. Knight of Autumn is okay, but we have to have another white source with this green source. Gilded Goosey comes down. All right, so we have it. Okay. This is actually a pretty good hand now. This is pretty good. All right, do you have an Oko? Dude, like, there's nothing we can even do about this. Turns the Worthy Knight into an elk.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
Okay, attack Oko. Down to 2. I just cracked. That was awful. I'm debating if I want to destroy this with the Knight of Autumn. It also limits their ramping ability, so if they did have a chance for Nissa on this next turn, we at least stop it. And now, I mean, so Paradise Druid, more blockers. Dude, there's still just not much we can do. Conclave Tribunal is the one thing that we can do. I actually kind of missed that we had that. So, oh, this is an elk now. Yeah, no blocks. Oh. Do they block? There's a chance I can just kill the Oko. They probably have another one in hand, so I kind of want to hold on to this Conclave Tribunal if I can. So yeah, they let it through. That's what I was thinking would happen. All right, and so then Venerable Knight and Sky Knight Vanguard. Next turn we have either Circle of Loyalty or Conclave Tribunal. Pass the turn. And now if they have a Nissa or another Oko, we're actually in pretty good shape. They can turn something of ours into an elk. Wicked Wolf is annoying. Kill Sky Knight Vanguard. Okay, we can deal with that though. They got rid of their way of creating stuff. I can't spoke right? No blocks. Down to 12. Okay, I actually want to tap down Knight of Autumn. I am going to get rid of Wicked Wolf. Yeah, Wicked Wolf gots to go. Let's swing in with Venerable Knight. Let's swing with Worthy Knight, pass the turn. I'd like to find some land. Land would be nice. Yeah. March of the Multitudes is pretty good. I do want to get Circle of Loyalty out before that. Hydrate Crisis X2. Okay, they're getting desperate here. Didn't tap down the Paradise Druid. Found that off the top, so they must either be like really flooded, but they dug for land, it looked like, so I really don't know. Okay, Grazer. All right, we will offer the, oh wait. Circle of Loyalty. We grow the Worthy Knight, which creates a lot better of a blocker. Let's go ahead and trade off with a little bit of ramp. If they have multiple Hydra Crises. Oh, this isn't a knight right now. Right. All right, Acclaimed Contender. Knight of Autumn. Is that worth getting? All right, I'll offer them to be able to block with the Hydra Crisis on the Knight of Autumn. Okay, down to 12, past the turn. We're down to 9. 9. The best thing with March of the Multitudes is that it flips the game so much around with life total. I am going to block the Gilded Goose here. And the Circle of Loyalty is just so good. All right, go ahead and block. Okay, Worthy Knight, number dose. It has some sort of response. All right. Swing in with Worthy Knight. Blocks with the Grazer. I mean, they are just kind of racing here. We need to put on at least a little bit of pressure. Down to 5. This is bad. We'd like to find a land one of these days, and now it's a pain land. Outlaw's Merriment could create some lifelinkers for us. Circle of Loyalty, we only have 1 knight. Let's see what they've got in hand. A Sky Knight Vanguard. Temple Garden tapped. Swing in for 6. Yeah, it trades off with the Knight of Autumn. Down to 9 past the turn. Is this Wicked Wolf? Wicked Wolf is really bad for us. I mean, they end up trading off, but... So Hydra Crisis X4 is a possibility as well. Ah, what is this? This is a close game. We did deal with the Oko. But we had to spend like so many resources to kill that guy. It's ridiculous. Okay, another Crazy. Okay, down to 3. So we're dead next turn unless we place Vanguard as a blocker. Which if we play Vanguard as a blocker, we can't do much else. If they have Mystical Dispute, we still have 3 mana available to use this. Thinking. It must be Mystical Dispute, which... Do I swing in or do I go for more March of the Multitude tokens? We have Tristani Discordant on the next time, so let's go ahead and just swing in with one Worthy Knight. And then we'll block and create some Lifelinkers. It looks weird not swinging in with the Acclaimed Contender, but creating an extra Lifelinker is very important for us. Paradise Druid, okay. Has more blockers on the ground. Ah, please don't have a Mystical Dispute. No Mystical Dispute, please. Just a negate. There we go. All right. Okay, down to 1. Oh, man. Dang it, he got us. The Paradise Druid got us. If I had swung in with another creature... That was a close game. I should have swung in with another creature.
Together, we will prevail.
That was really close. All right, up against Mrs. Marshmallow, and I have played against this person before. I'm not sure in this video. This is good. I may hold on to this Venerable Knight just to get it with the Worthy Knight. Going first though, it's so much damage early on, and it can protect our Worthy Knight. I think I'm just going to hope that we're going to find some other knights along the way here and play it on turn 1, especially on the play. Double March of Multitudes is great if we get a little bit further along. Like if we can find a couple more creatures, playing it on turn 3 for like X4 is amazing, because then the next one comes in for like X9, and that's basically game if they don't have board wipes. Or if we can do it instant speed, and yeah. All right, Venerable Knight, pass the turn. So they kept 7 cards, but it seemed like they were taking a long time to decide. So hopefully they just have a really bad start. Blood Crypt. Okay, this is what we're up against. Okay, swing in, down to 18. All right, is this Rakdos or is it Mardu? Mardu Knights also plays this. It's pretty much only those 2 decks that I've been seeing that really play those. After the Mythic Championship, things have been changing a bit. Oh man, my elbow's killing me. Okay, Witch's Oven. Ooh, all right, sweet. Oh, dude. Oh, this is good. All right, if they do have Cauldron Familiars, that's fine. We are going so wide, and that is the biggest thing that... Oh. All right, that's the biggest thing that deck doesn't know how to deal with, is go wide decks. Like, unless they get the guy that deals damage every time that you sacrifice something. Ooh, is this Corvold? All right, Murderous Rider can deal 2 damage to kill something, but I mean, but it deals 2 damage to themselves, so that's still pretty bad for them. March of the Multitudes, Act of Treason, and then they can sack. That's really good. Yep. Stop it. They get to sack it. Now they don't sack it. Interesting. Night of Autumn is great here. Absolutely destroying that Witch's Oven. Down to 6. I'm not worrying about the March of Multitudes right now because we have enough power on the battlefield. I would just rather get this game over quickly. They seem like they had a pretty interesting start. The Act of Treason was good. Yeah, there we go. All right, perfect. So this deck went 3-2. We lost twice to the same deck, the same person, I believe. And that second game was so close. I think I misplayed by not swinging in with the Acclaimed Contender when they had 2 flyers. Yeah, so that was close. All right, so there you guys have it with the Divine Knights. And again, we never found the Divine Visitation, or the times that we found it, we just never got to play it. And so maybe it just does, maybe a turn 5 do nothing type of thing like that just isn't enough in this format. I do want to build it again with Outlaw's Merriment, just a consistent, you know, token generator of knights. I don't believe because this the width, I'm not sure if they also get trample and haste or the lifelink and haste, but with Sky Knight Vanguard they come in that's tapped and attacking, so that does happen for the angel. And so I'm trying to remember the ruling on that exactly. I think that instead they become with flying and vigilance, and that kind of takes over the stuff that this token would have. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.